Area control games scratch a very specific itch. The desire to spread out, stake your claim, and hold the line while everyone else tries to take what's rightfully yours. Today we're climbing the area control ladder. 5 board games ranked from simplest to most complex, moving from fantasy land grabs to asymmetrical warfare and political dominance. Thanks for joining us on Legendary Tactics. If you haven't had your chance to stake your claim on that like button, fortify your position with a subscribe, and deploy a comment below to influence the algorithmic battlefield, we'd appreciate you helping us expand our territory. Let's start at the foundational game. Number 1, the entry-level land grab. This is the easiest game to learn, and Small World is at the very first rung of this ladder. You'll land on the map quickly, you'll rush into lightly defended territories, and you'll push out your neighbors, and then swap races and do it all over again. Small World is the perfect entry-level point into area control. You have a streamlined map, simple actions, and a clever fantasy roster of asymmetric races and powers. Flying giants, wealthy trolls, diplomat skeletons, you name it. But despite the bright colors and humor, it sneaks in the key lessons of area control. Number 1, choosing where to spread. Number 2, deciding when to abandon your empire. And 3, pressuring opponents with tactical placement. It's breezy, it's fast, and it teaches the fundamentals without overwhelming players with the rules. If you're new to the territory grabbing life, this is where your journey begins. Number 2, El Grande, the power play. Our next rung on the ladder is El Grande. Where Small World is loud and chaotic, El Grande is subtle and political. This game is all about influence, using your caballeros to hold regions, timing your card plays, and reading the shifting tides of control. And of course, dropping surprises into the Castillo, a classic and stylish wooden tower. And by the way, have you ever seen the shape of the original King Meeple? It's definitely worth a look. It's a little bit comical. What makes El Grande special is its elegant tension. Do you play a strong card for turn order, or do you play a weak one for more troops? Do you secure regions early or lie in wait for your end round swing? Can you outguess your rivals in the tower? It's not too complex to learn, but it's rich in decision making and rewards forward planning. El Grande elevates area control from simply grabbing land to manipulating influence like a seasoned strategist. Number 3 is the Clash of the Titans, and my favorite board game of all time, Kemet, Blood and Sand. Full disclosure, Kemet Blood and Sand is my all-time favorite game, no question, so I'm a little bit biased. I still do believe this is a midweight game because this unleashes a level of combat that most area control games only hint at. This is a game where you're not passively sitting on territories, you're invading, you're fighting, you're pressuring constantly. The game expects you to attack. In fact, it rewards you for being the aggressor, unless of course you develop your technology to reward you for being the defender. Kemet turns an area control into a tactical brawl with instant upgrades with all of these iconic power tiles, with deadly combat resolved with bluffing and also resource management, and also the mythological beasts that rampage across the desert. They're my favorite part of the game. We also have teleportation obelisks that keep the action non-stop. You can get anywhere you need to on the board very quickly, so it keeps the action really present. Here, influence isn't gentle persuasion, it's dominance through force. You earn your territory with sweat, sand, steel, and a little dash of cunning. I've played this with my sons starting when they were 10 years old. Yeah, that was a little bit early to start, but they loved it, and they instantly started saying this was their favorite game of all time. They picked it up quickly. And I've ranked this in the middle of the ladder because there's a lot of depth as you learn the power tiles and which combinations can give you the best synergies. But the game is a beautiful mix of being not too difficult to learn, but also very difficult to master. Step 4, Scythe, the engine of expansion. At ladder rung number 4, the arena widens. Scythe isn't just about area control, it's area control blended with engine building, resource production, abstract political tension, and territorial posturing. Instead of ongoing battles, like in Kemet, Scythe's conflicts are threatened far more than they're actually committed, turning every border into a psychological front. I would say this one is just a hair more difficult than Kemet, simply because it blends a lot of different elements into the game. Kemet is a little bit more streamlined streamlined. What makes Scythe more complex is how many systems intertwine. Upgrading actions, balancing popularity, managing resources and star objectives, and moving mechs strategically to pressure others. In Scythe, influence comes from projecting strength. I could attack you, but will I? Holding key territories is essential for producing goods, benefiting from upgrades, and scoring endgame bonuses. Scythe teaches a deeper level of area control, one where positioning, economy, and timing matter just as much as brute force. It's a masterclass in controlled escalation. Number 5, the War of the Worlds. This, I believe, is the hardest game in my collection anyways. Let me know in the comments if you think there's a harder game out there for you. At the top of the area control ladder stands the asymmetric juggernaut Root. Because Root isn't one game, it's 4 or more entirely different games all at once fighting over the same woodland map. Most people who first see this game think it's for children. The characters are adorable, the backstories are fun, and the artwork is incredible. Kyle Farron, the artist, has a style unlike anybody else. But as soon as you get your hands into the rulebook, I'm sure you'll agree that it's not as simple as it looks. Each faction has its own set of rules. The cats run an industrialist empire. The birds struggle with internal politics. The Woodland Alliance spreads rebellion through guerrilla influence. The vagabond, well, that guy's just running around, causing chaos, running amok and embracing anarchy. And that's just the base game. Imagine once you get all of the expansions into this. Root pushes area control to its very limits. Every faction uses different rules, different actions, different ways of projecting influence. The cats, for instance, control territory through infrastructure. The Alliance controls it through sympathy. And the Vagabond controls it through manipulation, and sometimes chaos. It's brilliant, deep, and rewarding. But it demands strong rules knowledge, understanding of each faction's incentives and goals, carefully reading of one's opponents, and tactical flexibility. Root isn't just about territory, it's about how each faction interprets control, making every game a strategic puzzle where influence is political, military, ideological, and sometimes even personal. This is where the area control journey peaks. And that's our climb up the area control ladder from the easygoing land grabs of Small World to the asymmetric war stories of Root. What did we miss? And what would you add? Let us know in the comments. Now get out there, get gaming, and be legendary.